Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. This is my Sunday reading where we are asking Spirit for immediate guidance and also giving you the heads up for the coming week. Now, today happens to be a super new moon in Pisces. I've already done new moon Archangel readings that I posted a couple of days ago. But there's an amazing energy around today. There really is. It's absolutely buzzing. So I hope you're all making your wishes, your new moon wishes and intentions, because it's a very powerful day. The energy, the dynamics are so positive. So let us see what we are shown with the cards that we're going to draw right here and right now. We're going to draw 3 cards just to guide you into the 3 readings of the day. So I'm seeing card 1 and 2. There's our 3rd. Okay, what do we have? Okay, so you have card 33. This is the Shaman. Let me show it to you. We have card 31, which is the Totem Pole. Let me pop that there so you can see those. We will draw some runes and a charm as well. Oops. And we have card number 3, pile number 3. This is the Calumet, which is a pipe, so it's a card of the pipe, but it's the largest of the sacred pipes. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay, now let's draw some runes and also a charm. I'm going to do the charms first today. We have, okay, 1, 2 and 3. So with the Shaman we have the Eye of Horus. How very interesting. I just show that to you. Let's put that there. With the Totem Pole we have a heart. And with the Calumet we have the notes, the music notes. Okay, and your runes. Okay, reading 1, you have the Rune of Breakthrough. Reading 2, you have the Rune of the Spiritual Warrior. Lovely energy. And reading 3, you have the Rune of Journey. Okay, Super Souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments so that you've really got time just to link in with these readings, with the potential in these readings. And I will see you in the readings. I'll put the timestamps into the description box and in a pinned comment for you as well. Tons and tons of love, and see you in just a moment. Hey, reading number 1. I need to tell you that I'm a little bit blown away by your card rune and this charm of Horus's eye, the 3rd eye. Shamans see between the worlds, they journey between the worlds, and this is a rune of breakthrough. This is symbolizing something, a significant, I can't even just say a turning point, but it could be. I feel like it's an emergence of something, but let's not say too much. Let's draw some cards and see what else we're shown first. May we please invite some cards? Here we are. We have the medallion, about reading number 1. What message does reading number 1 need to hear and know about right here, right now, today? And what is also happening in the coming week? Okay, I'm seeing shield yourself. That's interesting. And this card also, you're on the right path. Gosh, what an interesting combination of cards you have. Beautiful reading number 1. Okay, so you're journeying along the right path. Shield yourself. This card says, Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe, and name specific people or situations. And this is interesting because we then have you're on the right path. What are you needing to attend to this week? Reading number 1. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. You're on the right path. You're following something through this week. There is a turning point. I feel like you're going to see something with great clarity this week. And look at this, the medallion shining here. Let's draw some more cards before we dive in any further. May we please have information for reading number 1. What do they need to know about right now? And what may be happening in the coming week? May we please have information, there we are, for reading number 1. Okay, let's see what we have here. We're going to use the Akashic Tarot. So we have summer and winter, but we have the winter card showing here first of all. Okay, so there's going to be a need to be still enough to observe and see things. 3 of Forces. Okay, this is the bird's nest. We have Caught in the Ruins. This is very interesting. Archangel Michael coming through, lovely for you, and 2 of Forces, the Willow. Okay, that is really interesting that we actually do have the 2 of Forces, the 3 of Forces, and the 5 of Forces. So in a traditional tarot, this would be the kind of the swords, I think, but actually the Akashic Tarot is very different. It has very different meanings, very different interpretations. Your reading is really, really interesting. Now, before I really dive into this, I actually feel like I want to draw one more card. I'm feeling like I need a clarifying card here, because it suggests that there is something around you energetically. It's almost like the energy of something around you that hooks you. Now, it could be an ongoing situation. I think there's something basically that's feeling stuck, and you're being asked to break free from it, actually. You know, there's something about almost energetically. The card of the medallion suggests that you have a possession, that possessions have energy. Okay, it's like if somebody gives you a gift and that gift has energy in it. It's like if someone gave you a gift, let's say somebody gave you a gift and they wanted to give it to you to bring you joy, you will experience the energy of that desire to give you joy. If someone gave you a gift and they were giving it to you because actually they were going to call in a favour later but you didn't know about it, you'll receive the energy of the intent that came with that gift. And it's like a need to cleanse your energy, a need to climb out of something that is leaving you feeling a bit trapped or a bit stuck. I feel like this has gone on for a while. I do need another card. I really need to draw one and see what we are shown here. Actually, we'll draw tarot cards in a moment. Let's draw, I think we'll use the Art of Manifestation first of all. Just one more card here, please, for reading number 1. And there we have it. Bless your past. Okay. There's the energy of something around you that's clinging to you. I do think it goes back, and it's not an easy thing. But actually, with determination, you can move away from this. You can break yourself free. You can let go. You really, really can let go. Your reading today, reading number 1, is really asking you to move beyond something, to release something, to let go of it. You know what it is. I want to voice something very specific here. The card of the shaman. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of a shamanic death, but in the life journey of becoming a shaman in traditional ways, a shaman would be sometimes part of almost like a quest or an ordeal. Basically, they would undergo a series of significant challenges, and some of them absolutely, I mean, monumentally huge challenges that might last a long time. A shamanic death is a circumstance where someone is actually, they experience rejection, actually, or being pushed out or ignored or treated really, really badly, literally pushed away, sent to Coventry, kind of literally banished, and they experience the depth of the emotional hurt and pain and difficulty, the challenge of being able to somehow come through and out of that. The shamanic death is really associated with both all of that isolation, being targeted, bullied almost. Certainly has a reference point to targeting and bullying in our day and age. But they come out the other side with the wisdom and awareness and the depth of, I almost want to say, resilience that comes from knowing that you have the choice to move away from something. Now, I feel like you've experienced some aspect of targeting, bullying, pushed out, stuff going on that isn't okay. For some, it could be connected to your family. We have a mother bird here with the nest. It could be your primary family, connected to childhood. Could still be going on as a dynamic in your family. We have a butterfly here. You're being asked to transform, to leave something behind and actually look after yourself, climb out of the ruins. In this card, Caught in the Ruins, we're sort of seeing a feeling or a situation, a feeling of being trapped. Like, if we think of the example that I've given, the targeting, the bullying, the shamanic death, you know, on the one hand, you could say, well, the shaman couldn't do anything about that. The shamanic journey of evolution, of growth, the shaman could not stop people from doing the pushing out or the targeting or whatever that was. But it helps them to learn to see. And it will also give them an extraordinary ability. Shamans move between the worlds. They understand how to shape shift. They can transform themselves through energy. It gives them the ability to see the energy in certain situations. They can see the energy in people. You've had some kind of an experience, or it's either been going on a long time and originates in your childhood, perhaps, primary family, or it's a group of people with whom you felt that you belonged. And whatever that connection, you are being invited to sort of climb out of that trapped place. You can't change what they do, but you can choose to protect your own energy. If you're still holding on to objects that were given to you by people who've treated you badly, you might want to think about releasing, letting go of those objects. Literally, it's interesting. I had a conversation with someone just the other day about this, and I had in my possession some things that were a residue of a connection with someone who was very toxic, actually, if I'm honest. And I chose to release those objects. I recognised they hadn't been given to me with good intent. And I actually wrapped them up with great reverence in red cloth, which is very much connected to the earth. It's interesting, the shaman here is wearing red cloth. And we see in this card from Archangel Michael, shield yourself, we see a red shield. I wrapped them up and I blessed them all. I actually went and stood on a bridge over a moving river, and I asked permission from the river, the spirits of the river literally, and I gave these objects away. I asked them to be carried away, and I asked them to be carried away with love. You know, I didn't want there to be any negative associations. I wanted to bless, you know, I wanted them blessed, and I wanted this person blessed, but also to wish them well, but to release any connection with them energetically. And we can't stop people from behaving badly. In a shamanic way, shamans rise again, and they are then revered and respected. They come back sometimes into the very same tribe, and they are honored, revered, respected, because people know they have learned through that ordeal, that quest, through the challenge, to be somebody who warrants and is worthy of respect, someone who can genuinely be trusted, somebody who has a depth of psychological knowledge and awareness through their experiences. I feel something akin to being treated badly, pushed out, rejected, has been showing up in your world. It could be quite a long-standing thing, but whatever is current for you, the message for you today is to climb out of that sense of stuckness around it. And Archangel Michael is walking with you. Climb out of this position, let go of anything that gives you an energetic connection to the personal persons. The willow tree, 2 of forces. The willow, as a tree, willow is about love. Willow is representative of love. Willow also is a tree whose roots are, again, it's the depth, the emotional depth. The roots of a willow tree travel further under the ground than I think any other tree. And they go the distance in order to find what they need, which is water. They find water. Even though we're seeing this tree very close to water, they go the distance. That's coming through very clearly for you. You can go the distance. You've gone the distance. Actually, it's not even you can. You've gone the distance. This is a point of emergence, a breakthrough. I'm going to draw more cards to see what is it that perhaps you've either reached a point where you've just had enough, or you're starting to draw lines, but something is shifting from this position of feeling trapped to a point where it's like you just choose not to be anymore. It's really interesting. It's like you make a choice. You shapeshift. You say, you know, I'm not trapped by that anymore. Do what you want. I'm not trapped by it. You're not physically trapped here. It's to do with the psychological and the emotional entrapment here. May we have more information for reading number 1, please? May we have more information? May we please be offered more information for reading number 1? No, I'm not seeing that one. May we have more information for reading number 1? There. Okay. 3 of Cups. How interesting. This is a card of celebration. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. This is super nice. This is super nice reading number 1. I was really blown away by the power of those your little collection to start with, but wow, I'm really going, oh wow. 3 of Cards, 3 of Cards, 3 of Cups. You're going to celebrate. 6 of Wands, victory, and public victory, like seen as a victory. Whatever's been disempowering you, something is happening this week. The Knight of Swords in this pack always suggests to me that it's like an external event takes place that we then have to respond to. Okay, but the fact that we need to respond to it, it's like the external event is coming in because a response is needed, and it will shift something. It will give you the breakthrough. Okay. It will allow you to let go of something. It will allow you to move beyond. Yeah, something that has been feeling a real weight or a burden is going to change this week. The breakthrough point. This has possibly been really weighing heavy for you, feeling very stuck, very disempowered. This is like a week when something will happen. You will then need to respond, because you will. But we're seeing celebration. 3 of Cups. You will know exactly what to do whenever this happens. You're going to know with great clarity what you need to do. And what this reading is saying, reading number 1, is don't be emotional about it. Even if your emotional strings are pulled, don't be emotional. Just be crystal clear and logical. Imagine you're a lawyer or something like that. You know, I always think legal letters, it's like bullet points, to the point. There's no sort of, well, can we think about it this way, or could we have a conversation about that? It's like, nope, A, B, C, this is it, da, da, da. That's the way to approach this. Approach it with great clarity that whatever has been burdening you is actually going to be released. It's going to literally lie down. It'll get settled. I'm seeing this gigantic ram here. It's actually the golden fleece, to be fair. Yeah, the golden fleece. But golden fleece was part of a quest. It was part of a challenge. This is Jason and the Argonauts. It was part of a quest and a challenge. The shaman's journey is all about quests and challenges and overcoming challenges to become more whole, to achieve victory. I feel like whatever happens this week for you, reading number 1, when this comes in, you'll need to respond, be crystal clear and logical. We're seeing success and celebration. But fascinatingly, the actual circumstances, okay, they are what they are, but they become a space of completion for you, where you finally climb out of this place where you're trapped. So whatever happens and the victory that comes with it, crystal clear logic, you come out of this successfully, and it's like you're no longer trapped. The trappedness doesn't exist anymore. This is almost like the circumstances are a vehicle of success to rubber stamp your emergence as someone of depth, honor, courage. I'm really loving your reading number 1. I feel the shaman's journey is never necessarily an easy one, but my goodness me, this is a major turning point for you, where you are no longer held back. You can let go of something or someone that has previously caused you to feel stuck and trapped. I feel like they have to lie down like a pussycat almost. Okay, it's a golden fleece, but I feel something that has weighted and burdened you is laid to rest because of something coming in that you need to actually then respond to. Victory. It's super fab. It really is. It's super fab. I'm very intrigued, really. Obviously, this is a general reading, so your circumstances will be unique. I'm intrigued on more than one level. Beautiful reading number 1. I'm intrigued just because people's stories, you know, their circumstances. This is big. You're overcoming something that's gone on sort of in the background for a long time, that's caused you big challenges in your life. But yeah, my intrigue as well is more an honor than an intrigue. You know, we all come here with specific journeys attached to our soul's evolution, and it's not so much intrigue as really wanting to honor you. And my intrigue is around the shamanic death and those circumstances for you each, because I feel targeting, bullying, pushed out, and overcoming the process of stuff that diminished you or pushed you to the depths. It's like this is the week when something happens that causes you to have to respond, and you come out of it and it's like it's never a problem again. That's what I feel. Your emotions can't be tapped into. You know, we talk about buttons being pressed. There's an evolutionary process that takes place through these circumstances this week that means that those buttons, if they pop up, you'll go, oh, that button, whatever. Those buttons can never be pressed in a way that will be activated ever again. That's what it feels like. It's cool. It's like if there are lots of challenges in life that resonate and teach you a bit about something and a bit about something, all about the same lesson, it's like you get to the end point. That's the level of power that comes with the breakthrough rune, and that's the level of power that comes with the card of the shaman. Reading number 1, your message, the information is clear for you for this week. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. It really does help me to continue to put free stuff into the world. I'm sending you all the love in the world, and if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, I do post lots in different ways. If you do, just press subscribe and the little bell icon and they should come into your stream. I will, by the way, I have done new moon archangel readings. I posted them a couple of days ago. Do check them out, and also a moon month update with all the details of the dynamics of the moon this week, so this month rather, moon month. So do check those out as well if they are of interest to you in navigating from a position of awareness. You have a lot of awareness anyway. Reading number 1. Tons of love. Hey, reading number 2, we have the card of the totem pole, the rune of the spiritual warrior, which has got a very decisive feel to it. It's really interesting. And then this beautiful heart. The totem pole, I feel there's a connection to your sense of identity. I'm not going to say any more. Let's draw more cards. We are asking Spirit for guidance now and what's coming in the week for you. What messages need to come through for reading number 2? May we please have information, please, for reading number 2. Okay, so we have the card of the 1. Ooh, wow, this is really interesting. Let's draw some Archangel Michael cards. Let me move the Akashic cards. We're going to use the Akashic Tarot in just a moment. May we please have information for reading number 2, please. Okay, I'm feeling this card and also this one here. Okay, what do we have here? Your children are watched over by angels. Okay. Be gentle with yourself. We then have sense of humour and go forward fearlessly. This is very interesting, reading number 2. Now, I kind of said your identity, your tribe. You know that saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. Your tribe, your sense of belonging, the people around you. I am wondering if there is someone in your world that you're actually quite concerned about. And I think it is bothering you sufficiently to possibly be kind of almost like keeping you up at night, is what I want to say. I do feel, especially with the card, the 1, there is a real strong sense of connectedness, sort of being an individual and yet recognizing your connectedness with other people as well. But there's something very strong here. Your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so I may experience lasting inner peace. Something is kind of bothering you, I think, about I would venture to say some member of your family, your tribe. It could be what I would call the family we choose rather than our blood family. It could be your work family, but I really have a strong sense of your tribe. And there's concern, there's compassion, there's a kind of a connectedness. You know that saying when someone says, you know, I really feel for you. And it's like we really are in that zone where we're feeling, gosh, feeling for somebody. We're feeling what they're experiencing. We're concerned about them, worried about them. And I do feel that's around you. But it is interesting because I feel that you're going to be able to do something here that's going to help something to move along. We have the sense of humour card. Thank you for helping me see the humour in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I mean, is somebody kind of not moving something forwards? And you kind of know they really need to, but they're kind of not getting it together. And, you know, there's something about even this card. Thank you for walking with me every step of the way, holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. Even though Archangel Michael is bringing this to you, I sort of feel like you're offering this to someone else as well. Let's draw from the Akashic Tarot. There's a clear energy of you being able to either initiate or take action in something. We have the Divine Physician. Okay. We have Up in the Air. It's quite interesting because it came out in reverse. May we ask, please, for more information for reading number 2, please. Information for reading number 2. Okay. So we have the 3 of Scrolls, and we also have the Akashic Field in reverse. Okay. Now with the card Up in the Air in reverse, it is actually time for something to be moved on. I think there is a situation connected to, yeah, your tribe, your family, and a decision needs to be made. Something needs to be edged along, moved along. Maybe there is reticence on the part of some people. I think you may be experiencing a little bit of frustration that something isn't being pushed along appropriately. Yeah, if anyone has a health issue but they're not really attending to it, or maybe they've been waiting for something, but rather than pick up the phone, you know, like someone waiting for an appointment or something, and you're kind of thinking, well, you should have heard by now, it should have come through, maybe there's an error in the system and you really should pick up the phone, but they're not picking up the phone. And you're kind of thinking, look, come on, this needs to happen, why don't you just pick up the phone? And they're like, oh no, I'll leave it, I'm not ready, or whatever reason, for whatever reason, they're not kind of moving something forwards. And it's leaving something up in the air, and I think it's really concerning you. That something needs to take place, and you're seeing sort of like inactivity in somebody, or the inability to grasp something and run with it or move it forwards. And you're kind of wanting to give them a little bit of a nudge, support them in taking something forward. Maybe they haven't made that call, maybe they're not taking a step towards some aspect of their health and well-being or their healing, or you can see someone's troubled and you've suggested that they, I don't know, go see a counsellor, but they haven't done it, even though you've, you know, sat down and said, why don't you do that? And you're itching to do something here. Whatever the situation is around you, I really do feel it's causing you frustration, agitation, a little bit of, you know, not even quite sure what to do, but I want this to move forwards, it needs to get sorted, but how do I do this? I do think you're going to have an opportunity this week to sort of actually get quite clear about what you can do and how you can do it. Go forward fearlessly. Whether this is, I think this, well, a dual message. I think it's about moving something forwards in terms of what you yourself can actively do to move something along and or to resolve a situation, but I'd say it's more about moving something along and get it on its way, or whether it's somebody else who needs to get something underway, you'll kind of become clear about what you can do to assist this in happening. Yeah, it's something, the directions coming through is becoming clear to you this week, but you are sitting a bit in limbo. That sort of feeling of being involved and yet not involved, involved and yet helpless to make anything happen. Okay, so let's ask for more information. I sort of want to say lighten up. Isn't that interesting? Because I do think this is an important situation for you. I think the agitation around you, the concern, it's very real. Whatever this is about, your concerns are very real. But yeah, you are being asked to sort of lighten up a bit about it, because actually having a heavy energy won't necessarily help you to see the way forward. You won't be able to see with clarity the next steps. The heavier your energy, the harder it is to see clearly what steps need to be taken, or indeed just what steps you personally can take. Let us ask for more information, please, for reading number 2. May we have more information, advice, guidance for reading number 2, please. There. Let's look at these cards. Okay. 5 of Wands. Okay, so we really are seeing that real definite concern here. You're looking at something, you're trying to look at it in the face of something, and it feels quite challenging as to know exactly how best to approach this. Be gentle with yourself. Be really, really gentle with yourself. I can see the frustration, the agitation. Be gentle, because help is coming. When we get this card, you kind of sort of know what the end goal ought to be. I think you actually know almost the next step. It's not so much the next step, that's the wrong way. You know what the end goal should be in terms of either what this person needs or what you yourself are needing. You have like an ideal outcome, but you're seeing it as being quite a big challenge. So, 8 of Cups. This is interesting. 8 of Cups, we're seeing you kind of walk away from something, making a choice. So you are, and we then have the Lovers, a card of choices. Okay. What this is suggesting, I think, is not so much walking away, but stepping back. Be gentle with yourself. Step away from it, because I think the stress is causing you to not be able to see clearly what to do. Help is on its way. There will be help and assistance for you. Absolutely, with the Hermit. Absolutely. Someone is going to rock up and give you some help, some information, some guidance that will help you to navigate this. At the moment, energetically, I think you're carrying more tension around it. It's understandable that you have the tension, but actually, if we can turn the volume of the tension down, you'll feel a lot better and the pathway will open. This almost feels to me, it's like go into your cave, go into the underworld, step away from it, just stand back, step away. The choices will then become clear, okay? You'll know what to do. There'll be some decisions to make this week, some choices that you can make, and there's a significant amount of guidance. This is also a situation where I think it's worthy of research. You know, go into your cave, do a bit of research, go find out what the choices and the options are. I think that there may be more than one option available to get, more than one road leads to Rome, more than one option for you. we have the Hermit. So I do think there's going to be guidance. This is what I'm feeling. There's help coming in for you. And then we have the Three of Wands, which means you get given the something that you need to be able to move it forward, setting your course, the piece of information, the knowledge, the route, the road to take, to be able to kind of successfully then move this ahead, to know what your part is in this, whether this is about you or whether it is about a member of your tribe, member of your family. You're going to know what to do. I think this is a week when you can discover that. I do think research is needed. You know, I know sometimes, especially if a health issue is around, you know, actually if you Google that health issue, it really can be the worst thing that you can do, okay? Because you could read all sorts of dramatic information that is really, really unhelpful. I remember having a pain in my foot once. It was a really sharp pain, and whenever I twisted my foot in a particular way, it was the most bizarre experience. And I kind of Googled it, and all the possible outcomes that came, every single one was like, you know, you've got a serious neurological problem, you know, call your, you know, go to A&E, you know, go to the emergency room kind of thing. And then actually I had an appointment with an osteopath the day after, which was just a routine kind of ongoing checkup for some work due to a previous accident, a car accident. And I went the following morning to see him, and he said, oh, how are you doing? And I said, oh, I'm okay, but I've got this weird pain in my foot. And he looked at me and said, yeah, your pelvis is out. We'll put that right. He said, give it 3 days. You won't feel a thing. It'll be gone. And with that one treatment, it was. And yet all this sort of scaremongering was around. I sort of feel there's something of that energy around you, of being concerned and being worried about something, kind of psyching yourself up a little bit around not really quite knowing what to do, the fear and the anxiety and the agitation getting in the way of you being able to center yourself. And I think it's really important to contemplate what your choices are here, but to try to do so in a way that you do the research, but it's not necessarily research as in random research which could escalate your concerns, more research about what are the possible outcomes, what's the possible choices that I have in this situation, what road can I take. Yeah, I'm going to give just some random examples, but we have the Divine Physician here. It would be a bit like, let's say you think that somebody in your family should have counselling or go see somebody over a health issue. You don't necessarily Google, you know, what does it mean if I'm feeling XYZ, or what does it mean if I have these symptoms XYZ. What you actually do is you Google, you know, a counselling directory, and you look for a suitably qualified counsellor, you know, who specialises in a particular area maybe. What do you, if you've got some health issue, you're looking at, you know, what are the potential treatments for this, and how can I access those treatments, or where can I seek advice, a bit like going to see an osteopath. You know, what are those potential avenues? You look at the solutions rather than you're looking at not just the symptoms and Googling those. I hope I'm making myself clear. It's like doing research not into the symptom, but of the potential solution. And that's being made very, very clear in your reading actually today. I think I'm going to draw you one more card actually, just to see what we're shown here. Reading number 2. Your message is actually very clear. Oh. Intention, lovely. This is perfect for you, this reading. Intention is a focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. Notice the thoughts, the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind, because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns. This is really reinforcing this space. There's something going on in your world that is causing you a concern. It is about your tribe, your family. As I said, that could be your blood family. It could also be your, you know, the family you you choose your friends, but your immediate family, your children, but whoever it is, and whether it is someone else or you, it is time to think about, to shift your focus away from what's actually happening, the symptoms, the actuality, to the potential outcomes, and keep a focus on that whilst doing a little bit of investigation so you know what the choices are. This is a very pragmatic reading. You will receive support and guidance. Help will come. It's really clear here. Where should we put that? We'll just put that here. Well, actually, yeah, go forward fearlessly. There may even be some holding back, some procrastination about, you know, can I even dare to look at what the outcomes and the solutions might be, you know, in case I find information that's going to escalate my anxiety. This is really clear about how you keep your focus and your intent. Be gentle, because the agitatedness is partly there because things aren't moving forwards. It's also partly there because it is a little bit fear-driven about what you might either perhaps not be able to do or whatever it is. But this reading is suggesting that it's time to get focus, shift away from the agitation, and actually, you know, be very gentle with yourself and set a course. You're going to be given the information you need. We're seeing that very clearly, to move something forwards, to move something onto the next stage. Whatever that may be in your world, you'll be able to see clearly, I think, by the end of this week, what the next step will be. And yeah, help is definitely being given. This Five of Wands, we always see this lady here, this woman appearing, offering assistance and help. And it's interesting that she is actually carrying 3 wands, and then we have 3 wands here with an offer of something here as well, something you're entitled to receive as well. So yeah, I would say don't worry, reading number 2, whatever's happening in your world and whatever this is about, reset your energy through clear intention, a bit of research. The pathway will be shown, or what you need to do, or what your options and choices are, and you really will be able to take something forwards. There's some sense of entitlement in the 3 of Wands here, being given what you need to be able as well to take something forwards too, in real terms. Reading number 2, this feels, I want to say, an important reading, given that this is causing you a lot of concern and anxiety. And I'm sorry that's going on, but it does feel like a week when something can be moved onwards in a really good way, a positive way, with a clarity that will, of direction, that will actually assist in managing that kind of frustration and that agitation. Because, you know, we can get in a bit of a loop with those feelings. I think if we're kind of feeling those feelings, they can almost start to stop us from moving forwards or finding solutions, and then we just get more and more tangled in them. So it's time to, you know, address that aspect that's going on and move forward fearlessly. Sending you all the love in the world, reading number 2. Super Souls, if you'd like to never miss a reading, I post these every Sunday. Do subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way they should come into your stream. And I have done Archangel new moon readings. I posted them a couple of days ago. Do check those out if those are really tuning, if you want to tune in with those. And I've also posted actually a moon, like a moon month forecast. So we've got the new moon, we have a whole new moon month, which is very big. March has some quite kind of intense, kind of fast energy coming in it. So do check that out, because actually I've also drawn cards for all zodiac signs within that moon month video, as well as that forecast. So Super Souls, do check all these things out. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing. You are absolutely awesome, and everything that you do helps to support the channel, and it helps me to continue to put free stuff into the world. So thank you so much, all of you, for being here, and I'm sending you the biggest hug, and I'm really thrilled that this is actually going to start to shift and move forwards, because I can see it's giving you underlying just not okayness. Tons and tons of love to you. Reading number 3, you have the Calumet, which is a peace pipe actually, and we have the notes, the music notes, which are all about harmony. It's a real energy of peace, harmony, and the rune of journey. How very, very interesting. This is Rado. Let's draw some more cards before we dive into the messages I feel that are coming through already. So we have the Self. Yeah, I feel very strongly this reading is about you finding peace within yourself, making peace within yourself, or even with yourself over something. I'm not sure what that is yet. Let's draw more cards. Let's consult Archangel Michael. Okay, may we have information and guidance, please, for reading number 3. May we ask for information and guidance, please, for reading number 3. Okay, your cards are really flowing. There's a real gentle energy around this. So this situation is already resolved. Loving that card. So there is something going on that is causing you to feel, I think, a little bit distressed or unhappy or uneasy or uncertain. Admit the truth, and admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So first of all, let's look at the prayer here. I give any worries, cares and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Peace coming through again. Thank you for resolving this. Give details of the situation in a divinely perfect way. So you are being asked to hand something to the angels to fix. You don't have to fix this. Your message is really clear. One of my own mentors, actually, she always says, and she is of Native American tradition, and she always says, if you find yourself in a situation where you can't handle it, then give it to someone who can. Hand it to spirit. Give it to someone who can. And that's what I feel you are needing. You're being offered peace of mind. Act accordingly. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. This card says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. And then we have the card, you're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I can easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life choices. And lastly, romance angels are helping you. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. How interesting. This does then rather look as if it connects to relationship. This is such a clear card for you. Maybe you have been feeling that a situation within a relationship can't be fixed. Give it to someone who can fix it. Hand it to God. This is already resolved. If you are feeling that you're searching for love and it just isn't showing up, hand it to someone. Hand the problem to someone who can solve it for you. Don't be dwelling on it. I feel this is a time of you coming back into your own equilibrium. Almost that, it's that point where we can surrender. Sometimes that is the point when a problem does get fixed, or just when you least expect it. The love of your life shows up, or just when you didn't think you'd ever be able to have that conversation, the other person comes along and invites you and says, I'm so sorry, can we have a conversation? It's almost as if you're being asked literally to surrender to higher powers. Actually, you're on the right path. What you want is right. The help is around you. Acknowledge what you really want, though. Admit the truth to yourself, acknowledge what you want, and then open yourself to receive help. This does feel as though it's beautiful rainbow colours here, the South. I sort of almost feel there's something that you have denied to yourself. And maybe for some of you, I mean, we are seeing what seems to be a relationship reading here. Perhaps you have been denying your true desires, or denying your true feelings about someone, denying your true feelings about what you really, really want. It's time to take an ownership of them and then hand them to Spirit. May we please have information for reading number 3. May we have information for reading number 3, please. No, that doesn't feel right. May we have information for reading number 3, please. May we request that card is feeling right for you. Okay. Let's see what these cards are showing us. Okay, so we have the 5 of Forces. This is the Summer-Winter card. Oh, look at this. We have the 6 of Forces, the Waterfall. This is fantastic. We have the 6 of Roses in reverse, which is fantastic. I have to say, this is fantastic. And we have the Queen of Scrolls. How fabulous. Okay, this is someone often indicating, and if we think non-gender specific, this is someone coming into your world. Okay, and certainly being guided. Now, the 5 of Forces, the Summer-Winter card, we have the summer picture here. I feel this feels like there is a harvest ready to be brought in. The result you want, the thing that you have not been allowing yourself to admit that you really, really want above and beyond anything. It's connected, I do think, to love, to romance, to intimacy, to a soulmate connection. You're being asked literally to hand it to Spirit. Ask to receive, allow yourself to receive. And also the rune of Rado, Journey. The rune of Rado, it speaks of journeying within and removing any obstacles from within that are blocking your progress. It's like removing any limiting beliefs, removing any of those, it'll never happen to me, removing any of those, all the good ones are taken. That, you know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff. Yes, don't dwell on the problem, hand it to Spirit. Interestingly though, this situation is already resolved. We also have the 6 of Roses. Now, I did say that for some of you, it may be that this is about an existing relationship where you feel it can't be patched up, or a solution can't be found. You know, love can't be restored. Maybe you feel you can't get back together, or you can't have that conversation. The 6 of Roses, this is why I went, oh wow, this is so lovely. In reverse, this means that a conflict within a relationship has come to an end. In its upright position, I mean, the War of the Roses was a time of conflict. But, you know, one family pitting themselves against another family, or one, to be fair, one ethos, one religious pathway pitted against another. It's in reverse. The conflict is over. If you have been in conflict within yourself about having a relationship or finding someone, it's time for the conflict to be over. What we also have with the Queen of Scrolls is somebody who I think is going to assist you, which is absolutely lovely. So we know your romance angels are helping you. We know you're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and the confidence to make healthful life changes. The Queen of Scrolls often indicates someone coming into your world. It could be a woman, but someone coming into your world who can communicate something for you. So sometimes if this was a work-related reading, but I don't think it is, I think this is all about love and relationships. But if this is a work-related reading, or if it was a work-related reading rather, you know, this could mean a publishing deal or a book deal or an agent or a book idea, someone coming in and offering you something. So this is a communication being given to you, a pathway being opened. I mean, it could be someone introducing you, maybe a female friend introducing you to someone, showing you the way. We're seeing the harvest come in quickly. The waterfall, things are moving forwards fast. So your fears and anxieties are kind of really, you're being shown that this is sorted already. It's as if the angels are working behind the scenes for you. If there is something you really want that I think is coming into you, and I think this week what you might get is some form of communication, an invitation, a letter, or a friend who you bump into and they say come and have a coffee and they have another friend with them, or there is a communication that suggests that a conflict within relationship is now going to be resolved. Maybe someone picks up the phone and gives you a call. I would even say maybe somebody who you've previously, for some of you, been connected with might be coming in. Maybe there was a conflict around them and that can now be moved forwards. But this does seem to me to be predominantly a relationship reading. If you're not in that realm, I mean, it may actually not be the relationship for you, or the relationship, it may not be the reading for you if you're not in a relationship scenario or situation. But what I would also say is, in that instance, it could also, of course, be you that is the instigator of this in someone else's world. Someone you know who is actually unhappy about a situation, or being unhappy about being alone, or unhappy about a previous relationship concern, and you may be someone who can assist with that. But it's a relationship reading. I would also say I did a ton of relationship readings over last week because it was Valentine's week, so I'm sort of moving away from those now, but do check them out if this is relevant to you, because there may be some useful, helpful advice in those readings. Okay, so we're asking for more information for reading number 3, please. May we be given more information about how this might move forwards? Okay, seeing those 3 actually, and that one too. Okay, what do we have here for beautiful reading number 3? So you have the 2 of Cups. This is the falling in love card. So, okay, right. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Judgment card. Okay, how interesting. So this is suggesting that something comes to a head. Okay. Falling in love, something comes to a head. If you are involved in any kind of separation or divorce, the outcome will, it's like you might get your decree absolute or whatever it is, because we have information here, written information. If that's the case, you're free to move on. It's like something, the freedom to move on and to start afresh arises. 6 of Pentacles. How lovely. We're seeing choices here for you. Now we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, wow, we have the Queen of Swords, and lastly we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, let's place that there. So, yeah, I think you're going to, this week, or you're being offered an opportunity this week to let go of something that's been stopping you from admitting or having what you actually want, which is to do with love and a relationship. You can fall in love again. So, yeah, if this is new, I'm kind of seeing quite a significant offer from someone, a significant opportunity, a turning point. Yeah, if something's coming to an end, it's going to come to an end favourably. The completion will come and you'll be able to move forwards. Page of Wands though coming in, this is interesting. whether this is someone returning to you or whether this is a brand new relationship, someone's coming in and they're very, very, very passionate about you. They kind of really do want to come along. I think somebody basically wants to be with you, to get with you. They really, really do. And it's like they get their eye on you, they see you, and you're going to need to think about this. I mean, I think the thinking about it is for those of you, if somebody's coming back into your world wanting a reconciliation, a part of you may be reticent, but yeah, I'm seeing someone coming into your world this week. That communication. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is an interesting place to be, because it means from a relationship perspective, you're actually ready to move forwards and embrace the choices and the opportunities of the new. I think you've probably, all of you, been through some kind of relationship scenario that's either been a conflict that hasn't been fixed yet, or it's a conflict that ended a relationship. It's like this is nostalgia, looking back, feeling sad about what went wrong. However, because we own and admit the truth, because we own our feelings about the fact that it went wrong, we're free to move it forwards until we take an ownership of our feelings and what we really, really desire and what we really, really want. We can't take any action. It's kind of like an elephant in the living room scenario. You know, there's this gigantic elephant and everybody steps around it, they all walk over it, no one can see the TV on the other side of the room, and no one ever says, man, there's an elephant in the room, and it's in the way. You kind of, basically you get to remove the elephant. Kindly, of course, but you get to remove the elephant. So yeah, whatever it is, it comes to its point of completion. Something you've prayed for, wanted. Take an ownership of it, reading number 3. Something that you've wanted comes to or some aspect of the elephant in the living room, some aspect of something that was in the way is removed. And you can move forwards. But I just think something's coming in quickly. We've got the summer card, the harvest waiting to be brought in, the waterfall, moving it quickly. Someone coming in, offering you something. Page of Wands coming in again, an offer, 6 of Pentacles. And the Queen and the Sword. I feel that whoever's coming in or coming back, you know, they're coming from a good place. We have clear intention. They are looking for, a real connection. They want a spark, and they want an intellectual connection, a meeting of minds. But they do actually want to make something real, like a physical relationship, a proper solid, they want to build a future. So their intentions coming in are actually very, very genuine. And whether you are wanting to receive them or not, I don't know, which is interesting. But there's potential here. We have 2 of Cups. This is the opportunity to fall in love again. I think we'll draw one more card, and we may even draw just a couple more, but let's just draw one to start with. May we see what we are shown for reading number 3. I do feel those cards are showing themselves. Allow yourself to receive, and giving and receiving. I mean, just gorgeous cards. Right. So, allow yourself to receive. One of the greatest blocks in our ability to manifest our greatest desires is an inability to allow ourselves to receive. This card asks that you take some time to identify any inner beliefs, perceptions and attitudes that stop you from receiving, and one by one remove these resistances, which is exactly what the Rado, the Rune of Journey, also is saying. Giving and receiving. Give and take is different to giving and receiving. Giving and receiving are not the same. If we take, whoever we take from may or may not have chosen to give to us. However, when we receive something, choice and respect are an integral part of the exchange. Let go of any need to take and embrace the harmony of giving, the peace, the harmony of giving and receiving. I actually feel this is the balance we're seeing between this lovely earthy energy and also the Queen of Swords energy too, which can be very logical. But I sort of feel, whoever comes into your world, I do feel somebody is coming into your world to help you find a connection with someone or re-find a connection. And I think they're genuine. If you've ever been hurt, which I think all of you have had a conflict of some sort that's either left you on your own, or it's left you wondering whether reconciliation and getting back together would be possible. However that works out, it really is time to allow yourself to receive and to enter an exchange whereby you're not looking through the lens of challenge. I'm loving your reading, really loving it, especially, you know, this is the end of the sort of the Valentine's week, and this just feels so positive. Yeah, there's been really difficult emotions around you, but you know, it's kind of really okay. Emotions help us to understand, you know, what's really going on in the situation. But what I'm hearing in this card, really important information, is don't confuse your past emotions with your current emotions. Sometimes, let's say someone new, brand new, has come into your world, or someone comes back and offers you a reconciliation and says, I really want to be with you, I'm so sorry I messed up, or whatever. If this person, brand new or otherwise, comes in and you've been hurt, your first reaction might be to feel vulnerable and wary, and you might listen to that and think, oh gosh, I'm feeling very wary, this is my intuition telling me that I shouldn't connect with this person. But your wariness might actually be connected more to past emotions where something went wrong and you felt you couldn't fix it. So there's a really important area here where we actually differentiate between what is a current emotion that is helping you to understand, like let's say if you meet someone who's genuinely unsafe and not okay, and you should be, your intuition is telling you not to be trusting of them, versus emotions that are surfacing simply because we're entering a space of the new and therefore we feel vulnerable. And it's a really important differentiation, and I feel this is what this card is telling us about. I'm going to draw you one more card, reading number 3. Trust the universe. Yeah, this is lovely, absolutely lovely. This is it's saying it all, isn't it? If you are feeling anxious, if you're feeling anxious about something, you know, don't, you know, sweat over it. Don't sweat the small stuff, even though it might feel like big stuff. Don't worry about it. If you're feeling anxious and wobbly, trust the universe. You know, if you're feeling anxious, say a prayer, give it to spirit. This situation is already resolved. You know, give it to someone who can. If this feels like it's out of your control or you're not sure what to do, ask for help and give it to someone who can fix it for you. There's such a strong energy of that in this reading. Yeah, sometimes we can strive relentlessly to make something happen and then experience a huge disappointment when our efforts do not work out. Whilst action on our part is required, if we are too determined to stay on one course only, we inadvertently block ourselves from the guidance and direction that the universe is trying to bring us. This is a time to trust and let things happen. And you know what? I always think at the beginning of a relationship or a reconciliation, that's the best thing to do. Let it unfold naturally. So often our anxiety causes us to try and prescribe. Will it be this? Will it be that? Will it work out this way? Will this happen? Will that happen? And we get into a tangle because we're constantly trying to predict how it will emerge. And then there's no room for the relationship to emerge. And I'm seeing a beautiful rainbow here. Trust. Let it unfold organically. I think something's coming in. Someone's coming in this week. This is what we're being shown. Or at least a pathway opening for you. A communication that will take you on a route for someone to come in. And I do think they're going to be pretty struck by you. Come forward, reach out to you, ask you. So, reading number 3, this is just, I want to use the word delicious. I hope that that's an okay word, but it feels really delicious, even though I acknowledge those difficult emotions, but it feels really delicious and full of possibility. So, super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. And yeah, if you want to receive all of my readings as soon as I upload them and never miss any, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way they should come into your stream. And yeah, I post several pick a card readings during the week. I've posted an Archangel new moon reading a couple of days ago, so that might interest you. And also readings for a little few cards for every zodiac sign, and I've put those inside my moon month update. So do check those out too, because March itself looks to be quite an intense month, quite fiery and quite passionate actually. So it's kind of going to be quite interesting to see how that energy affects us. But do check out that moon month update and also the zodiac readings in there as well. Super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. I'm really excited for you. This feels like you know, one of those times when vulnerability is just perfect. It really, really is. Tons of love to you.